Oh,
And I just start.
22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Oh.
Oh.
Woo.
Khari.
Hi. Welcome to Teen Talk. My name is Khari Allen, and I'm hosting today's topic, which is talented and unseen. Today, we are here at Central High School in Tulsa. I would like to introduce our other panelists for today's Teen Talk. Sadie is an athlete in track, flag football, and wrestling. She also loves sewing and music. Earihanna is passionate about music as well and loves creating connections and building community. So, first, I want to know more about your skills and creativity. I love music. I've been loving music since some say well, birth. Uh, I just, started choir at church and stuff, and then I went to, bigger things. Like it was like straight up, like you rock it. With acting and stuff. My first musical was The Wiz, and I really got to, you know, feel the whole commotion with singing, acting, and all that together. So it was cool. And now I'm just a solo artist doing me and making my own little sound and voice.
Little something, something.
Yeah. So, what's your talent and what are you most passionate about?
Personally, my talent, um, I'm gonna be frank. I honestly don't know any of my talents like on the top of my head. I guess a talent that I could say I would be in is like learning new things and not being the best, but being good at it. Like sewing, drawing, and painting and cooking, baking, all of the above. I do almost everything because I just like to learn, and a skill I have is definitely doing a lot of sports. I'm definitely a big athlete. I also do soccer, and um, track is definitely a big sport for me. I love track. This would be my 6th year being in track, and frankly, this year has been very great for me.
Rank, just real quick, rank like all the sports that you do on a scale 1 to 10. Like 1 to 10, right? One being okay, I like soccer, it's a 1, and then 10 being oh, I like track so much, I love it, I can't get enough of it.
So, like all the sports I've ever done?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so definitely 10 out of 10 wrestling and track. My two favorite sports. 7 would, I've never actually professionally played volleyball, but I have played it with some of the teammates, which are my friends. Definitely that. Soccer would be a 6. Definitely and then flag football be 6.5. Definitely a very fun sport, but kind of very like I don't know the word. But it's very active, and if you're not a very active person, definitely don't do sports. But I've done so many other sports, but I want to keep it frank and small.
That sounds good.
So that's what I would rate it.
Not bad. What about you, Ariana?
One of my talents I would say is playing the drums. When I listen to music, I love like the beat, the melody, like I love the foundation of a song.
Yeah.
I'm not really a lyric type of person.
Yeah.
And that's something that's always been something that is unique about me ever since I was little. Like my dad, he's an artist, So I grew up in the church too, and I used to be in choir and stuff, but he would be with the band because he plays bass, and every time like church is over, I'd go over and play on the drum set or just play around ever since I was a baby. And he finally got me my first drum set when I was 7, and I started playing ever
It's
since.
a good gift.
And I'm very passionate about music and just being an outgoing person and getting people out of their shells. That's another thing that I'm very passionate about, because you don't know everybody, and I want to get to know everybody because everybody has something different about them that you don't know.
Like
Yeah.
something unique about them.
Like you look at, like I talk to a lot of people, and just looking off them based off first glance, you wouldn't be like, oh, that person knows how to sing, or that person knows how to draw, or that person is very passionate about video games or reading or math,
And you want to figure those things out for yourself.
and connect them to other people that.
So you're a very social person.
I'm very social all the time.
Yeah.
So you're one of those people that want to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, because I feel like usually people, they won't talk to certain kids because of they're intimidated. But I see past that, because I mean everybody has a backstory to them, and you don't know why that person is the way they are.
Yeah.
Like I'd say another thing I'm very passionate about is psychology. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm very social, because you get to learn the root of why the person is the way they are.
Yeah.
Once you get to know them.
Yeah, I think I call myself sociable. I mean, I think me, I like to look at everybody from like their perspective. Like I like to, see what they are about. Pretty much what you are. I just want to look into their life and see how they look through life through their eyes and lenses or whatever.
It's crazy how you bring that up about their perspective, is because whenever whenever two people are arguing or they're just arguing about something, I usually like to see both sides. I'm not on either side. I like to look on their perspectives on each side, then take that knowledge and piece it together with my own, and then as my input.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's see. Tell me a time about when you were underestimated by friends, family, or school, or adults in general. What did that feel like to you?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So actually this summer I went to a program in OSU where they gathered students from like all around Tulsa or in Stillwater, because that's where it was.
Yeah.
And it was a agricultural microbiome program. So we just went there and we were in the dorms for like a week, and we studied microbiomes and agricultural stuff. And he was walking around to the tables and talking to the students, and he was like, where are you guys from? Are you guys from Stillwater, Tulsa, Okmulgee? Because, they were from everywhere. And I was like, we're from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And he was like, what school do you guys go to? Edison, Booker T?
Yeah.
And he just kept going and naming every school but the school he went to. So once it got to the point where we were like, okay, this is the school we go to, it was kind of like very unconfident there was no confidence when we said it. And he kind of just paused and he was like, oh, okay, all right. And didn't have any more questions to ask us and just walked away.
Yeah.
And I felt like even when we walked in there, like, cause I had, there was 3 other students that went with me, Nyla, Natalie, and Anastasia. You guys know them?
Yeah, I know them.
They went, we all went together. And I feel like as soon as we walked in, even just being from Tulsa and being from Central, that was kind of like a barrier when it came to me talking to other students at that program.
Yeah, I think me personally, I've experienced that. I've experienced how like other students, they like, nah, we ain't from here. We going out. Like me and them, we're going out, and they telling me, oh no, we're not from here. We don't go to Central Way. And I'm like, you got to be confident, about where you go. It may be a certain like overcast on about Central or whatever is that, but you gotta, like somebody told me, you gotta make light in any situation that you have. You just gotta think about the positive with whatever you're going through. And so being at Central is not a curse. I say that, you know, I've been here for 3 years. It's not a curse. You just got to get, you know, adjusted, you know. And so I say for me, one time I felt underestimated was actually in Central. You know, I do a lot or whatever, y'all know that.
Yep.
But I just do a lot so much that it feels like, okay, I might get told to do something, and then another person like, well, he's doing a lot, or, you know, he needs to, you know, chill out. Like, you know, for example, I got to take photos for a basketball game or something. But I'm also doing the music for the basketball game. And then I got to do that for the basketball game and this. And then it's one person over like, we don't know if, you know, he's able to do all that. And I'm like, no, I got it. You know, because I really do. I got it. But they just, what you say?
Multitasking.
Yeah, I'm multitask. You know, that's one of my expertise, you know. So, you know, feeling a little underestimated, it felt a little bad, but, you know, I got back on my feet and, you know, continued. But, you know, it happens, you know.
Personally, for me, I have a lot of people who would underestimate me, but the two people that I would want to talk about today is someone no longer in my circle and someone I see every day. The first one is my father. Few words he said to me this month and this year actually that made me feel like he underestimated me was that my negativity would make my friends lose interest and I would no longer have those friends because of that. And a few days ago, he actually said, I think I took it out of context, but still echoes in my head, said, you don't do enough. And to me, I feel like I do a lot. And that just really made me rethink everything. Because I know my father loves, cares, and just wants the whole best for me. And I love and care about my father. I do, really. But sometimes the things he say and acts, like, just makes me feel like he doesn't see me as a person. Because to me, I don't think I'm that negative, right? And I don't know why he would say that. I mean, I was definitely negative, but I'm trying to change, and I can't change when you don't believe in me. And that definitely really hurt, but it also made me rethink about what I'm doing and how to improve on it. So it was like good criticism, but also hurtful criticism. And another one, I won't name the person. She was my best friend, my sister, the person I thought that would be in my life forever. She said that I get into her feelings too much and that when I try to help her, I should just stop because it was not helping her. But we got in a whole argument because she said, words that still echoes in my head is, wow, what a great friend you are. You suck. And I was like, wow, is that how you actually think of me? And it confused me because I always thought I helped her. I seen her cried. I seen her heartbreak. I always helped her out. And this is a new side of you you're showing me. And I just feel like she was underestimating me as a helping someone, as a friend. And that honestly hurt so bad because I had thoughts about me not really being a good friend, and that honestly hurt. But now I definitely try to be more better, like a better friend.
Yeah, I feel like being underestimated shows, you know, sometimes by the like it depends on the person. You know, if you really trust and know this person and you're like, okay, they tell you something, I feel like, for me, I feel like you gotta just take it in, right? Then examine yourself, make sure you're not doing nothing wrong. Not saying you were, I'm just,
Yeah,
just
I
in
know.
general. And then if it is, change it, and then go back and be like, hey, thank you for pointing that out. I needed that, Or just, in your mind, sometimes we get a little prideful and we like, I'm not gonna talk to him, but in my head, hey, I love you for that. But
Yeah.
it's being underestimated is
Good, but it's like good and bad.
it's a hard thing to, overcome, I guess, something like that. I don't know. Okay. Can you share? Yeah, it's a big conversation. Can you share a time when you were ready to show your skills and talents, but you felt like, you wasn't given that opening or chance, something like that? Talk about, somebody or something, or yourself, that haven't had that moment, to just be like, okay, here am I.
Personally, for me, two people, me and my friend. So me, it's mostly about how my grades and then my athletic. See, I definitely don't get shown because right now, I'm almost a straight A student. Just need 2 grades. And not a lot of people know that, and it's not shown into me getting help to do that. I'm doing it on my own. And I've been really wanting to show how smart I am and what I can do, but can't because uh, some of these teachers just don't want the job, or they just don't connect with the students. And then my friend Cheyenne, she's a wonderful artist, wonderful. And right now, I don't know if she is or isn't in art, but some of these kids who are in art, they're not wanting to be in art. But some of the people who want to be in art or in a subject, they don't get to be in that subject because the spots are taken. And I'm wondering, why are these kids in the electives or these spots that they don't want to be in, taking up space for those students who could excel in the subject? And she would definitely excel. She's very great. People, animals, a very pretty horror artist, and she would definitely excel in the art class, but she just isn't giving the opportunity.
Yeah, to touch on that, I wanted to be an actor for the longest, and when I finally, because when we were, I don't know if you guys remember, but in middle school, we actually got a paper that was like, you put in order what classes you'd want to be in.
Yep.
I got that paper and I put drama and acting at the top, and when I finally got in there was so many kids in that class, but 90% of the class was just kids getting thrown in there because for whatever.
The rest of them were full.
Yeah, they didn't want to be in there. So the kids that actually wanted to do acting, when they got in there, you go up there and you actually start acting and you see people cackling or laughing and whispering, or if you hear somebody talk before they come to that class, you're like, Dr. Clark has us doing that acting stuff. It's so stupid. I don't want to do that. And then you get in there and you're like, it's stupid. Like, why would I go up there and do something I'm passionate about if other people that are my community perceives it as stupid?
Yeah.
Why would I want to go up there and be my true self if that's stupid to everybody around me?
Yeah.
So like,
You know?
why would you want to show your true self when others don't like that version of you?
I think that's stupid. Like, I wouldn't want to go up and do something I think everybody thinks is stupid.
Yeah.
Or for me, another thing, playing instruments, we don't have all the resources, and that's, it comes and goes.
Yeah, it's uncontrollable.
Yeah, it's uncontrollable. Like the talent show me and Khari planned on doing, not planned, but brought up, we couldn't do it because we didn't have a drum set, or we didn't have, guitars. We didn't have people that we knew could play any other instruments. So that was shut down in a heartbeat. Like the day I thought of the plan, it was shut down because we were just like, no, we don't have that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So for me, that's where I resonate with that question.
I think I feel like, just to touch back on what y'all was saying, it's up to us to, us as a student, right? We're students, and we should. Well, everybody has a voice, right? And so we have our concerns, and they are very right. Like, y'all don't know how many times I've heard, oh, like since I like to sing and stuff. What are you singing for? What you got going on, man? Like, what? Smart people, so many talented people that can do so much, but since they confidence been brought down, it's like, dang. And now they just sitting there like, well, what do I do?
But I think it's just the negativity passed around from everybody not being able to show what they have in them.
Like what they can do.
Yeah, everybody is just, the default is just, I'm not going to show that side of myself because I don't have the opportunity to, or the people around me aren't giving me an example that I can do that.
Yeah.
So if you see Khari up there singing, you may get inspired, but there's nobody else stepping up with you that's like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
You're just that one person. So I feel like that's why you don't see a lot of people going up and singing in front of the whole school. We've only had 2 people do that, and that's you and the other senior. I can't remember her name. I think her name is Shania, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Very, very
thank
pretty
you.
girl, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I only seen you and Brielle sing in front of the whole school. Mind you, whole time you're up there, everybody's like, I wouldn't do that, I'd never do that, and that's the problem.
And then I heard some of my friends say that she sucked. Why is she singing when she can't hit the high note? But I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, at least she's getting up there and showing what she's made of instead of.
At least she's trying.
Yeah, instead of hiding behind everybody else's insecurities.
Word for it, everybody that ain't doing it, don't. Hey, if you gonna say something about it, come up here. Hey, I love if you come up here. Take my spot, please. I'm begging you. Like the stress that goes within, trying to sing in front of the whole school.
I have a
I'm like,
question for you. Do you feel like you do that so people that want to do what you're doing so that they feel like they can do it, or do you just do it because you love it?
So, so at first, right, when I first came and I did my first thing, opening up here, it was for people to like me, right? And I'm like, okay, if I sing in front of the whole school, I gotta, they gotta be, my friend now. And it didn't go that way. And I said, okay, maybe I sing the song they like, or something that sounds good or something. It didn't go that way. And then I said, okay. And so grown up, matured a little more. And now it's okay. I see the potential. Now I'm going to showcase what I can actually do so they can do it. So now it's the reason of, yes, I'm showcasing this is possible. You can be up here. It's not hard. More so selfish. I call myself selfish. On the selfish level of, I just want to be, liked or loved or, whatever. Because
But I don't think that's selfish, though. I can understand where you're coming from, because I mean, Central, when you first walk up in here, it's not very welcoming. Not saying like we're just a mean school.
We beat on
it's
you
just,
when you.
we're just all we're all
We come from all different backgrounds.
Yeah, we're all stuck to our people.
Yeah.
We're not very, we don't open up to other people.
Yeah.
So I understand why you'd want to do that, because it is kind of hard to make friends at Central, because not just because they're rude, but just because everybody's already in their own little
Bubble.
posses and crews.
Yeah.
And they want to stay in their circle.
Yeah,
like,
they don't want it to
if
expand.
other people are like the popular kids, the weirdos, the artists, they're all in one little group. And like you said, you wanted other people to like you.
Yeah.
But some of these kids want to try to sing, but then their friends call you weird. So their automatic thought, you're weird. When it's not weird to be yourself. We need to be ourselves more often instead of just hiding who we actually are.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm definitely scared to show who I am. That's because of other people.
So let's talk about the school and the opportunities that, Central offers, What's missing, not what's missing, what, like, are they teaching? Like, what's, one of the things that they're teaching here? And what could the school look like, if we just, okay, we're all talented, what if we had full access to creativity? What would that look like here? With the resources that y'all thinking of, and all the things that we got here, including the auditorium, the gym, all that. What could full access to creativity look like?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
I feel like full access to creativity would build more of a school spirit.
Yes.
I feel like I feel like the community would be very welcoming and friendly. And if you see that, if other schools see that, they'd be like, Central's they got sewing class, they got acting, they got drama, they got music, they got bands going on. All those kids that have that creativity in them would be like, that's the school I need to be at. And that's what Central is. We're a performing arts school.
Yes.
So I feel like if we start showcasing that, more creativity would give us more outlets and more people in a bigger community.
More connections too.
Yes, definitely. If other schools see you see what you got going on, they want to collab and, more programs, more people coming to Central, interviewing us, wondering what we have going on like they are at other schools.
Yeah, because we're all TPS. We're all Tulsa public schools, so it's not like impossible, like, I can't do something with Booker T. No, it's easy, we just, creativity, just lingering.
I personally feel like if, like, in my perspective, in a happy world of having all those things, we would definitely be more closer. Me and you don't really talk in actual school, but if we, like, talking right now because of this, we're definitely closer than we were before.
And now when I see you in the hallways, I'm be like, hey, Sadie.
You're like, hi.
Yeah.
And so this is definitely something that will help us. And then all those programs, I would love to excel in sewing class too. And with those groups that are popular, weird, just artists would open up more because they would be meeting those weirdos, they think, but learning them personally and would actually see that they're a cool person and that they would be actual likable.
Or a person that you deem weird has the same interests that you're very passionate about.
Basically calling yourself weird.
Yeah.
And learning that they're like you means like opportunities for relationships, friendships, best friends, lifelong friends too. And this school, I feel like right now is more on the educational side instead of the creative side.
Definitely.
Even though this school is known for the creative flow, but the band needs more equipment. That's like really the only creative thing that I can think of that we have right now is band. And some kids don't even like it because we don't have any of the drums, and then some of the stuff are broken. We had more equipment, more like classes to excel in those, then I feel like we would be definitely a brighter school.
Yeah, we definitely would. To harp on the education thing, I agree with that completely. I understand it in a sense because yes, we are behind, but I feel like that should not be our main focus 24/7. I feel like we should also focus on that, but bring in new things that we also know is a problem. Because if we try to fix this one problem while we got a whole bunch of other problems coming in, it's just we're gonna keep
It's
plummeting.
just gonna pile until
We
it
should keep
explodes.
if we have a new problem come up, we work on that while also working on this. And I can understand that can be stressful, but why not set this to the side and be like, okay, let's focus on this, something we can fix right now.
Like focus on each problem at the same time, not at once, but like 50%, 50%, 50%. Let's put this aside and then let's focus on this. That would definitely help.
Yeah, I think I feel like, it's very apparent that, we have our problems, but it's nothing to just change like that.
We have our
Yeah.
ups and
Yeah,
downs.
like we man, I I love the world that everything, everybody, is creative because it brings so much, like it's so much stuff we can build together. And
Bring so much light
And
into
out,
the
like
dark.
if you have an idea, but you're not talented in that area, somebody else could be. Like if I want to do something, I know that you know everything about tech. I go talk to you about that, and you can help me pursue that.
Exactly. And it's like new openings to, okay, well, I want to be an astronaut. But then it's like, oh, well, I'm actually really good in tech, Let me go to IT. And then, you'll be making $1 million a year, making that money, So, it's for me, I think if we had to create, like if the school was really creative, like school-wide, personally, it brings connections, friendships, all that.
And
like,
it also doesn't have to just be about something you special in. You can also some stuff you've never heard about
Learning.
before. Learn
It
it.
brings
Yeah. I've never
more
sewed
learning.
before. I'd want to do sewing if we
Yeah.
had
Like
that.
opening your creative mind.
yes.
And our seniors, once they finish all their credits, they have a whole bunch of empty classes, and it's like gym or, that could be sewing, that could be acting, that could be drama.
Yeah.
Ooh, definitely taking photos too. That's something I love to do. Taking photos of sky, friends, just random things. I took a picture of an orange yesterday,
Yeah.
and it was definitely a great photo.
So why are you not in the photography program? Anyways.
They didn't put me in it.
So what goals do you have that feel harder to reach because the school does not always get that other schools receive? So, for example, let's say acting, right? I want to be a professional actor. We have this, mind you. I'm not saying we don't. Let's just say we didn't have an auditorium, but I want to be an actor. What's something you can do? Like, what's something that can be added that you don't have right now? Whatever like that y'all want to do. What's something that can be received that we don't get right now, but other schools have? Like, oh, okay, let me base
understand,
that.
Khari.
Okay, I just want to make sure y'all understand.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, personally, real personally, I feel like we don't get enough scholarships because of where we are. We don't be seen. So if I wanted to have a scholarship through wrestling, flag football, soccer, I don't have that because we're not seen. And also,
I just got to interject. Thank you for thinking about the future. That's W mindset.
yeah, and I definitely plan ahead. I have my whole future plan, backup.
That's how you gotta be.
And also, I would love a class to help with the health industry because I personally want to be a surgical assistant. That's dream job right there.
Yeah.
But I can't do that if I don't have scholarships to these big schools. My dream school is King's Colleges in the heart of London. That's my dream school. Best school for health. And we don't have those. I feel like I would excel in those classes. I would definitely love to come to school if I was learning how to be more into the health industry?
Um, I feel like we kind of touched on that a lot, but I'd say for me, some things I would like to see more of is clubs for sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
I feel like when clubs were like, when we were allowed to do our own clubs, that's when the peak of friendship in a community in general. Because you get to talk about all your weird quirks or like weird interests with your friends. It doesn't have to be weird, but you get to talk about like your own personal interests with a group of people who also agree with you. And I feel like if we have that here, that's how you can get more, like, that's how you get to know more people and your school opens up.
Then also, these students who are just always tired, sleeping in class, don't want to be here, would love to come to school just for the after school program.
Just for the clubs, to see their friends. Like some of those people that are asleep every day in class, it's because they have no friends, or in that class they don't know everybody in there, so they just sit there because I don't want to go make no new friends, so I might as well just sit here. And because I only have 50 minutes of class left, I can go to bed. I don't have to.
They don't have nothing sparking their interest to invest their time into whatever that's getting taught in that class.
So I feel like if we have more after school programs, if I were to wake up and be like, oh, I gotta go to bike club today, I get to go to bike club, so let me get up and get ready, let me get my stuff in my bag, and get my day over with. But it shouldn't have to be like that. But I'm just saying that's a start to getting kids to want to come to school.
Definitely opening up as your own person, finding yourself instead of being like everyone else, lining up in the exact same order, not opening different pathways into your life, just being one person.
And also, to touch on when we talked earlier, if you're in band or something, usually to go to do marching bands or to do some type of musical thing that the school has going on, your grade has to be up to par, just like with our sports. And the reason why our kids in sports are excelling so much and are so smart, you always see them up on stage doing stuff for the school, is because the sport is their passion. They're driving, and they're coming to school every day driving to get their grades up so they can go play that sport.
Because it opened that spark in their brain.
And some kids, we don't have everything that is a part of a child's interest here. We don't have everything. So if I don't want to play sports and I'm coming to school, why do I feel like I need to what is motivating me to keep my grades up if I don't have anything here that's sparking me up, like you said?
Yeah, it's definitely, a lot of opportunities that can, be shown here. Like it's so much potential in this school that people don't even know, because Central? Like that's the first thing they hear, and then next topic, please. It's not. It shouldn't be like that.
Or sometimes they're not even brought up in the equation.
Especially adults I don't know. They ask what school you go to, and they say Central. I mean, they're just already
spooked. Like,
I'm like,
oh my God, Central.
Yeah.
Get me away from that.
I'm like, have you heard of McLean? Like, bruh. We are not the worst school.
We ain't the best, but we have potential to be the best.
Not really any school is.
No. I've been to so many schools, and it's like I see the same thing that we got, but it's been we've been talked about so much down that it's like, okay, when's the last time y'all been up in here? Because we have people. Y'all just need to come in here to look at the people and give us the things that we need. You know, it's I have so many people in mind that it's like, okay, they have talent, they need to go up in life, like in general. So it's very sensitive topic, and it can be spoken about. So let's open it up for the audience. Anybody?
Anyone have any questions for us?
Hi guys, I'm happy to have a question for you. First, I'd like to say I was proudly working at Central about 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And worked there 9 years.
Wow.
So I love the rich tradition they have, and I'm excited that you guys are stepping out and, having these talks. So I'm proud of you guys. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Magic wand question. What are the things that you are most passionate about changing? And if it could be done, 2026? What would it be?
Ooh, that's a heavy question right there. Y'all want to go?
One thing, I'd say more classes or more clubs. I feel like that's really like, it's not what we need the most because there is a lot of other things that contribute to why Central is the way it is, and that's not just the main thing. But I feel like more classes or clubs would definitely open more students up to coming to school and finding something that they're passionate about here.
I think for me, creativity in general, like the thought of creativity, it doesn't roam the halls like it should. And, like this being a performing arts school, I'm thinking every class I go into, oh, that guy right there, he's making it. Oh, him, yep.
Or we're doing this after school, or this is gonna
Yeah,
happen
like
this week. Or,
it's
yeah,
not enough.
sign up for this.
It's not enough creativity going around. And
Like you
so I
walk
feel
in, like you walk into class and you're like, "Where's the art?"
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if we had more creativity based, let's keep it, education wise. If we had more creativity education wise, it would sink into, okay, let's do more programs and let's get more people in here to, it's like it's just building blocks, We got to start small and build it up. So, yeah.
I personally think tutoring. Some of these people need more help and education than we are given. And hands-on things I would excel in, but we're just computers and notes, nothing else. These teachers should teach. And then some of the students that are excelling in the classes could tutor the students and they would be friends. Who knows what would happen? And the students who don't want to be here because they don't know what's going on, they would understand the work and want to be here to learn more.
Yeah, I forgot what I was just about to say, but I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like when I was in elementary school and we did all the bears and the building blocks and all that, I was top of the class.
Happy to come to school.
Top of the class in blue, and yeah, I agree with that 100%. I feel like you touched every part of it.
Hi, my name is. Okay. Hi, my name is Terion. I
up,
actually
Terion?
attend Central High School. I
Yes,
am a
sir.
junior in the
Really?
Fine Performing Arts
Wow.
department.
Shout out.
I am part of the drama team. And I was wondering, I heard a lot about y'all want more attention. How do you think we can get that more attention to Central High School?
Ooh,
Showing
yes.
what we're made of more.
Yeah.
Showing what
So
we have
basically
to offer.
networking. Y'all want to try to bring
Yeah.
more funding into the school, right?
Yeah,
too? Also,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
just if I feel like if we show everybody what the students in Central can do,
Their own talents.
yeah, that'll allow more kids who have that same talent to come here and also pursue that.
And
And
not
then-
even just kids, the right people. We can, man, you know how many famous people be in the surrounding areas of this Tulsa and, Oklahoma in general, and they have full opportunity to stop by. So if they hear, oh yeah, you heard of Central, yeah, I know Central, yeah, they be doing this, and that. Hey, we should take a trip down there. And
Yes.
who knows what will happen? It's so many opportunities that can happen. So I feel like that is something that, yeah.
And then even going to other schools and sports. I know I talk about sports a lot, but sports, going to other schools, those schools we can be friends instead of just enemies. And then as a good perspective of the school instead of that we just fight, we're negative and blah, blah, blah. We're really not.
Because it's not like that 100% of the time. I feel like when people think of Central, they think of negative. There's plenty of times where you come to Central and low-key, we're all loud and happy, talking to each other, laughing, the whole school, or in the cafeteria. Somebody will get up and yell something, that gets the whole school started. I mean, we are friendly and we all love to talk. We're all social. We just need somebody to push that out of us.
I think it's
Sorry to cut you off. For example, this Monday we have pajama day, and Some of my friends are talking about it, and then we're gonna match pajamas, and it's gonna be a whole fun thing. And then Thursday, we're gonna be going out as a fundraiser type thing, and then we're gonna start playing basketball and basically grabbing all the students and being one community instead of just separate.
Yeah, I forgot about Spirit Week. I feel like Spirit Week is a big thing when it comes to spirit in a school, because when you're all dressing up together, that you like. I feel like when I dressed up for Spirit Week, not to sound corny or anything, it just brings you out. It gets you up, like it brings you out your body. It gets you to act like just crazy, not crazy, but it brings you out your shell. And when we had
More
Spirit Week in middle
passionate.
school, everybody was talking, laughing, and
We got another question.
Hi, yes, I'm Judy Williams. Well done on the discussion today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What are one or two pieces of advice you would give your other students in the community who feel similar to yourself? Go ahead.
One, I'm very active in school, Central in general. So I think from my experience dealing with other people and, adults that look down on me and, their higher ups, everybody looking down, I think one thing is be confident. Like in everything you do, have that confidence within you. Two, don't give up. Because I've had many times where I could just throw in the towel and just say, okay, I'm done.
Stop.
And people will look at me and be like, oh, okay, that's justified. I see everything he was going through. He probably needed a break, or he probably, should have, given up. But I'm still here. And through everything that I've went through, I'm untouched. I can still do everything that I've been doing for the past 3 years. So,
Sorry.
So, don't give up, be confident, and love yourself. Love yourself with every being that you have, because self-love is not talked about enough, like as it should have been. So,
Like, how can you love other people and other things if you don't love yourself?
exactly. So,
Yes.
oh, I thought we were all
Oh,
supposed to answer
yeah,
that
I
question.
thought we were all supposed to answer. Sorry. Personally, 3 things. I'll make it short and fast because we got another question. First thing, don't burn yourself out. Second thing, don't overthink anything. And third thing, don't just stop trying. Definitely keep on trying. Definitely think it over, but don't like overthink like, oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? It's a what if. Come
Yeah.
on, guys. It's what if. It doesn't mean it's gonna actually happen.
I'd say my 3 things is 1, be yourself, be nothing but yourself. Even if you feel like the people around you won't be by your side anymore because you're being yourself. I'd say just be true to you, because at the end of the day, 5 years from now, when you bring that part of you out, they're gonna leave anyway. So I mean, I'd say be yourself. My second thing would be make your decisions based on how you feel, not how others feel or what you think might happen. And my third thing would be love yourself.
Don't be a pushover.
all right, we got one last question from the audience. Terry, I see you within the mic. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. One thing I have noticed about Central High School is with the school spirit. What do you think we can do to help uplift that brave spirit?
I think, that's a good question. I like that. So coming in from me being a person that talks with adults, the teachers, the staff here, I think adults control too much. Now, I'm not saying, oh man, just give full access to students, but let their creative thoughts get out so we can have better pep rallies, so we can have better assemblies, so we can have better field days, because I planned a whole field day almost by myself. And, I'm like, okay, what is your input on this? Let the student body speak, and let us have a voice to where, okay, hey, this is our principal, Dr. Harris. Hey, can we do this, do that? Oh yeah, you got a plan. You got, how you gonna export that plan? Go ahead. Not like, oh man, we're gonna let the adults do everything, and the kids have no say, and then the adults have a little thing of doing this. Oh, so is this good? Is this good? And we just, yeah, yeah, and we don't have our voice to actually like speak and say, okay, actually that's not okay. I think we should do this, this, and that.
I think we should do this instead of this because
Yeah,
it'll be more
so
beneficial.
I feel like more voice for the students, and I think our school spirit and stuff can go up.
So kind of to add to that, kind of the same thing, kind of not. I feel like the teachers and anybody shouldn't just downgrade your stuff. Shouldn't just be like, no, you suck. This idea is horrible. I just feel like we would have more confidence if you would try to keep an open mind. This is our school too. This isn't just your school. You're teaching, you're not attending. We're the ones who has to stay here, not has to stay here, but has to do the work and do this, do all these things. And if we have an open mind and anything we could say and actually speak in the heart, then it would be beneficial for all of us.
Yeah, I agree with them. I'm not gonna repeat what y'all said, but I 100% agree. I feel like if yeah. Because I was just gonna say what he said, so I was just like, let me just.
It's good.
Let me not start going there and start getting to talking.
You're good, okay? You're not obligated, okay? All right, guys, it's time to wrap it up. I want to thank our panelists for joining us today in this important, very important conversation. And like to extend our appreciation to the organizations that make Team Top possible. Let's give it a hand real quick.
Woo!
Yes. Thank you. Tri-City Collective and Central Middle School and High School. Thank you to everyone who joined us live in person. Okay, thank you so much. Please like, follow, subscribe, and join us next month.
Whoa.
Peace.
Tri-City out.
Wow. We did it.
Tri-City, I was